Let us come to the capacitor counterpart of the RL circuit, that is a source free RC circuit. Now in here we are going to have a capacitor that is going to lose its energy through a resistor. So now the energy is stored in this capacitor, and the capacitor has an initial voltage V naught on it, and the voltage across this capacitor in the same polarity, let us take this as Vt. So Vt has an initial value of V naught. So this is the initial condition. Let us try to find the general expression for Vt. We know the capacitor is going to release energy. It is going to be dissipated in this resistor, and the voltage is going to decrease, ultimately releasing all its energy, and then the voltage across the capacitor would become zero. So let us try to find the natural response or the transient response of this capacitor. That is, let us try to find the expression for V now in this case. So how do we begin? If we, in trying to solve for this V, come across an expression of this sort, 1, and then we have a derivative of V with respect to t, because V is a function of t, plus some constant here into this Vt equal to 0, then you can recognize that this form of the differential equation is the same that we have already handled. So we must then straight away say that Vt is going to have an expression equal to the initial value of the voltage, the same thing that is here, e raised power minus kt. I hope you understand that we shouldn't have any objection to writing this straight away from this. Why? Because in mathematics it does not matter whether the variable is I or V or X or whatever. So let us try to apply KVL for this RC circuit. So the voltage across the capacitor is minus V, plus the voltage across R requires a current through it which is not marked, and it's not good basically to use something and not mark it on the circuit, so I have marked it. But this is not what we seek. We need an expression in only Vt, not I. So how to do this? Let us convert this Vt using the capacitance C into It, but then we are going to get an expression in I. Let us find that expression first. That would be interesting to note. So what is Vt for a capacitor equal to? It is actually equal to 1 over C, an integral, and since we are dealing with an initial condition, our interest when our interest started for this circuit at t is equal to 0. So we can write from 0 to t it dt plus r it. Now we have an expression in I, but we were looking for an expression for V. One way is we solve this thing, find the expression for I, and then using this Vt is equal to this thing to find the expression for Vt. But look at this thing. This is not a differential equation. It is an integral equation. We have an integral here. So this is not what we are looking for. So we need an equation, a differential equation, a linear homogeneous differential equation. And instead of KVL, therefore, let us try to apply KCL here. So let us try to apply KCL at this node. We have this current going this way and this current going this way, and both of these currents are outward currents, so therefore their sum must be 0. Now you can see that this voltage across the resistor and this voltage across the capacitor is the same, because minus Vt plus this thing must be 0. So if this voltage is Vr, then Vr is actually equal to Vt. So this voltage and this voltage is same, and that is what basically KCL is going to tell us. So this current same, and using NVA equation we can more easily write an expression standing at this node for the KCL, and that would be, we already know how to handle resistors, that would be Vt, the voltage across the resistor, divided by R, that is the current going out of the node, plus how to handle the capacitor voltage, capacitor current actually, in terms of voltage. So that is C dV by dt equal to 0. So what do we have here? dV by dt plus 1 over CR Vt equal to 0. Look at the similarity with this equation. We have 1 here. The constant is 1 over CR. So therefore, without any further delay, we can straight away say that the transient response or the natural response is, for a source-free RC circuit, is Vt is equal to the initial voltage e raised power minus the constant 1 over CR into T. This is the expression that we are looking at. So see, we did not solve this differential equation, and we just directly wrote the response, and once again its nature is very similar to what we have understood and learned earlier on. And here you should note that the tau in this circuit is not L over R, because there is no L here, it is 1 over CR, and the units of 1 over CR is seconds. Sorry. So I have made a mistake here. The expression, basically this expression must look like this, minus T over tau. So tau is not 1 over CR, tau is CR or RC, and the unit are seconds. So per second into second cancels out, and the exponent must be dimensionless. So this is the important result that we were looking for, and the capacitor is also going to release energy and the voltage across the capacitor is going to decrease exponentially. So if this is a time constant tau, then approximately in 5 time constants it's going to be insignificantly small. So 5 time constant is the rule of thumb. It is usually the time as considered for an energized component, an inductor or capacitor, to lose all of their energy in a circuit. RC circuits are more used in daily life because of several reasons. One, their behavior is, in real life, their behavior is closer to what their models tell. For inductors, this is not so true. And also their size is small. A capacitor basically can take up smaller size than an inductor, and the most important reason is capacitance can be made within an integrated circuit. So all this advancement in the integrated circuits, the uh, chips basically that are manufactured, within them capacitors can be made, but inductors cannot be made. So RC circuits are everywhere. They are smaller, they are better modeled, and they are lighter weight, and so understanding them and discussing them is far more important than discussing in RL circuits. So let me just check what the book discusses. So that's it for a source-free RC circuit. In a while, we are going to look at the forced RL and RC circuit.